Hey guys and girls, this is King Lir and welcome back to Proceed to Checkpoint. Today the new festival came out in Final Fantasy XIV. So I'm going to do a run through of that and show you what the event is all about. Now as usual I am starting in Gridania because that's my hometown. That's the town I like to be in. As usual, you can start this in Limsa and Ul'dah in the usual places as well. So the first quest starts up here. So let us go and have a chat to the Moonfire Faire chaperone and see what she has to say for us. So the first quest is Streets of Moonfire in Gridania. Event organizing is a cruel mistress and one chaperone of the Moonfire Faire is determined that you should feel its heartless lash. Oi, you there, the comely looking one. I take you for an adventure and your guild needs you to make this year's Moonfire Faire the merriest in living memory. What say you jaunt up to Limsa and lend a hand? In case you're unfamiliar with the festival, it was first held 5 years ago in order to extinguish the Bombards, fiery fiends who threatened to turn the whole realm into a living inferno. Now the creatures haven't actually made a return this year, but that doesn't mean we can't have a scorching good time. In the absence of a real threat, we're focused instead on making the common folk's love of the fair work for us, the rank and file adventurers, guild identity and all that. Tisk tisk, how guileless you are. A good name made by honest work is nothing unless kept well polished by favourable talk. So how about it, my innocent lass? Help your guild, help yourself. Go to the aft castle of Limsa Lominsa then. There lumbers Hermega, the grand chaperone of Moonfire Faire. You must go garbed in a lady's red yikuta or he'll not know you for a friend. Not the sharpest axe in the armoury, Hermaga. Makes him a fine choice to sit atop the high chair for this undertaking. If you know you can't have your own, procure one at the Moonfire Faire vendor. Oh, quibble not, 'tis but a small expense, and you'll receive a new set of raiments for assisting with the festivities. Okay, so we have to acquire a lady's yukata. So purchase gender specific gear. There's male gear and there's female gear available from the vendor here. So there are storm tracers, which are a handheld incendiary device. There's the yukatas, red, black, blue, white, and there are ladies' knickers that come in white and gold, clogs for your feet, and then a various array of bikinis, should you wish to wear them. There's also some housing items included on the vendor: a ceiling light, a bucket, some bamboo plants, and a Moonfire lantern as well. Personal housing isn't out yet, and I don't have permission to edit my guild house, so I can't show you them. But we'll go through the event, and this is all of the items available from the vendor anyway. So I need to buy a lady's red yukata, and that is 59 gills. So let's buy that and equip it to my character, see what it looks like. That's a bit shitty. Okay. So we need to go to Limsa Lominsa. So let's teleport there and then head towards the aft castle and see where the festivities take us next. So this event is running from today, so from the 14th of August through to the 8th of September. I'm honestly not sure if it's like the previous events where more will be released as the event goes on, but as we progress through it today, I'm sure we will find out that fact. Limsa, and we want to head to the aft castle. So yeah, aft castle. So let's use the Aetherite to teleport to the aft castle and have a chat to the quest guy that's lumbering there, the guy that's not the sharpest weapon in the armory. So this is on the upper decks of Limsa. I assume no matter where you start the quest, it's gonna send you on the same path, so everyone should be able to follow along with these. So the usual spot in Limsa up here in this general area. There are a lot of people doing this event today. Wow. Holy God. Okay, so let's chat to Hermaga. So, you're here to muck in and churn it up for the Moonfire Faire. That's the spirit, the adventuring spirit. Come to think of it, that's what the festivities are about, isn't it? The adventuring trade has a, hang my tongue, has a figuring problem. See? The common folk can't figure out what we do. Beyond doing that, hither, doing this, thither. What we need is a real adventurer living by the sweat of our brow, showing everyone how it's done and what we do. You know, mucking in, living it up, making it real. This guy is hip and down with the kids. What else? Oh, it's about the children. I don't rightly remember why, but it's about the children. Because they grow up, that's right. Where would the guild be without the next generation? Getting old, that's where we'd be. Don't know about you, but I'm not spending my golden years crafting ingots. So we figured, or one of the other chaperones figured, I don't go to all of the meetings. There should be 3 adventuring events. There's a prize for each one, and we'd be extra appreciative if you do all 3. So, you ready to do this? If you are, I'll show you where you can find the events. So that's the first mission complete. Heading here and talking to this guy. So he's gonna... Oh, so we have 3 quests available immediately for each of the events, I assume. I'm going to accept all 3 and we'll go through them one by one. So the first one is Drenched Moonfire Faire, and that rewards a Red Fly Ladies Yukata. Ha! Ready to muck in? Wait till you see this event. It's a real scorcher. The chaperone that came up with the idea, smart as a stitch that one, calls it the Rousing Douse. Clever, huh? Huh? Most folk think we adventurers just slay demons and punish miscreants. Nothing wrong with that. If I don't mete out a good beating once a moon, I go a bit crazy. But we've got other skills that are going mostly unused. Fighting fire is one of the big ones. Did you know there's a whole lot of adventurers training these, hang my tongue, these beast things to put out fires? I didn't. They're massed in Lower Lanoesca right now near the entrance to the Blind Iron Mines. Was I supposed to go inspect? Maybe later. But you should go now. Just take care of yourself out there and give a friendly yelly yell to Athelia. She's a Moonfire Faire chaperone and she'll find you a beast thing for the event. Okay. So that's the first of the events. Let's have a look at the second one. Blast it. And this rewards a Ladies Yukata Blue Fly. Ha! Ready to churn it up? I named this event myself. Named all of them, but the other 2 got shot down by the other chaperones. But this one was a winner. I call it the Can-Do Spirit. Demon slaying's always a crowd pleaser, but parents of little ones can be a little touchy about the hacking and slashing. What I figured is, you need to keep it dry. So we decided to use cannons instead. More civilized like and crispy was my way of thinking. That's why I sit in the big chair, I fancy. Family friendly, that's what I am. Since when does the Adventurers Guild have cannons? Well, I never could resist something complimentary, and the Maelstrom was, what do you call it? Decommissioning a few. They're safe enough, you've seen their like along the parapets of Aleport. The action's down in the Salt Strand in Lower Lanoesca. The chaperone in charge is, hang my tongue, I'm ever muddling up plains folks' names. Moyaru. He'll show you the ropes. So that's the second event. Cannons, apparently. So let's accept the third one. Explode it. And this rewards the Pink Fly Ladies Yukata. Ha! Ready to make it real? There's an event over in Middle Lanoesca. A very cherry bomb it's called. And it just about captures everything adventurers are about, according to my way of thinking. We're resourceful is what we are, and we find the fun in even the gravest of dangers. Take the recent years, there's beastmen rustling about everywhere, making some afraid of their own shadows. Here in Lanoesca we've been bled, but good by kobolds. There's a lot of folk been burned by their alchemical contractions, like those damn bombs. You know about bombs? You can kill them dead 1,000 times, but if the core is intact, they'll just pop right back. You've got to blow them good, core and all. That's where we come in. bomb disposal. That's an adventurer basic. But do the common folk know that? Not many do. So we'll show them. But we'll find the fun like we do. We'll dispose of the bombs and fireworks. You're the very woman for the job. Fearless and merry both. You and Janago should get on like a house on fire. You'll find her northeast of the Zephyr Gate, out in Middle Lanoesca. Okay, so that is the 3 event quests accepted. So I am going to go to Lower Lanoesca. Lanoesca, fucking the name of the things in this game sometimes get me. And 2 of the events take place there, so we'll pop over there and I'll be back with you in just a minute. Okay, so we are here in Lower Lanoesca, just outside Moorby Dry Docks, and if you have a look at my map here, this is the location of the first event mission. So let's have a chat to Moyaru and see what's going on with her. Ooh, cutscene. Ahoy! Welcome to the Canon event. I like to think of this as an exhibition that packs a real punch, and also family friendly. Look at all the little ones in the audience. The chief chaperone told you what you'd be up to, yes? Demon slaying, and lots of it. We've acquired some nice 18 Pons cannons. They make a big bang when they're fired at their targets. Sabotenders and woman dragoras in this case. And don't go hitting anything other than your intended targets. I think it's been mentioned once or twice that this is a family-friendly event. I mean, it's not as though someone would die or anything if one were to accidentally get a blast to the face, but a cannonball is still far from a flan puff. I shouldn't think it would be safe. Besides, it would be an extremely poor taste to shoot any future adventurers with the cannon. We can't have them thinking ill of the guild, and it certainly wouldn't be family friendly. Now please think on everything I've said. If you decide you'd like to play by the rules, simply speak with me to participate. Okay, so that actually completed that quest, and now we get another Yukata. So let's equip that one. Okay, so it's the same thing except blue fly, apparently. So let's have a chat to her and start the actual event then. And this rewards 10 bombard blooms. This looks like a daily quest because it has the daily icon. Lovely. I do believe you understand the spirit of restraint and precision that is so important in professional adventurers. Now blast that 18 Pons cannon. You must hit the woman Dragoras twice and any one Sabotender Fugitov, whatever the fuck, once. Very fleet of foot, these Sabotenders. Aim well, stray cannonballs are not appropriate for family events. And don't be shy, you can try the event as many times as you like. Do tell me when you've succeeded, however. You don't know how to use cannon fire? I can teach you if you like. So here's a little tutorial on how to shoot a cannon. Looks like the cannon's in one of the endgame dungeons, so it should be easy enough to sort out. So it looks like it just gives you a little extra action bar. So we want to hop on this cannon and then shoot the woman Dragoras. So, oh, they changed direction. Wow, this is going to be difficult. Okay, let's try and lead one on. Nope, didn't get it. Nope, still didn't get it. Wow, these guys are quick. Okay, right. So, let's anticipate their movements. Boom! Sabotender gotten. Now I just have to work on the woman Dragoras. So let's go for here. Oh, it changed direction. Let's go for here. Come on, hit it. There we go. Hit that one once. So now I need to hit it again. Same for here. Boom! Objectives complete. So, have to get out of the cannon. So that's that mission complete, or it should be anyway. let's have a chat to her again. Well done. The Chirurgeons are quite bereft. They've naught to do, and the children in the audience loved it. They say they wish to join us. I do hope that's not a cannonball they're trying to. Oh dear. It's always one thing after another in this line of work. Chaperoning an event, I mean. Regular adventuring is quite tame in comparison. Why, I've had to tend to everything myself. Strong leadership certainly wouldn't have been amiss, but we simply couldn't agree on whom to elect the chief chaperone. Hermega was the only one we could agree on. We agreed that he was not the first choice for any of us. Still, it hasn't been all bad having to steer our own events, and attendance has been excellent for both participants and audience members. You, for one, have been exemplary. I shouldn't think we've ever had a better live fire cannon exhibition. Very happy I am to present you with this reward. If you'd like to do it again, you know where to find me. So that is that event complete, and it looks like you can just accept it again straight away and complete it. Yep. And the only reward from that, if you want to do it again and again, is these bombard blooms. So let's use one of them and see what they do. Oh, it's a firework. Okay, awesome. That's pretty cool. So you can do that as many times as you want to get the fireworks from it if you're into that kind of thing. And that cannon was the first event. Now there's a second one here in Lower La Nuesca, so I'm going to make my way to that and we'll see what the objectives are there. So we are here again in Lower La Nuesca, and this is just up from Red Rooster Stead. So if you look at the map here, this is the location of the next part of this event. So let's have a chat to Athelia here and see what she has to say to us. Ah, fresh meat for the Alps. Ha, just kidding. You're going to be on an Alps in a moment, though. We call ourselves the Moonfire Marines, and you're the newest recruit. Don't look so green. The Sahagin have been keeping Alps for Vianga's years. We at the guild are just getting started, but they're tractable enough creatures. What a Moonfire Marine does is mount up on an Alps for a round of firefighting. Alps have this funny quirk where you poke them in the side and they upchuck a belly full of cold water. We've some choice pillars of fire set up out there. Trot on over and saturate the flames with Alp spit. Don't be shy now. Give the audience a show. They're there to get doused. No one who's standing there wants to stay dry. It's been a baking hot summer if you haven't noticed. Let me know when you're ready to begin. Remember, there's some little ones out there who've never seen an adventure. Make it look good or I'll be tempted to feed you to the Alps. Okay, so that's that. And we received the red fly yukata. So let's equip that and have a look at it. Ooh, shiny. Okay, and now we have a chat to her to start the actual mission again. And this gives Lominsan sparklers, Gordanian sparklers, and Ul'dan sparklers. Alright, let's mount up and upchuck. No hesitation now. Saturate the pillars of fire set up on the spots I've marked. When you're ready to begin, just go straight east and talk to the Moonfire Marine there. Okay, so I should head over here and talk to the Marine. Mount up, Alps Rider, and don't report back to Athelia until you've saturated all 3 targets. Come to me instead if you fall off the Alps. Okay, so I have an Alps now, whatever the hell this thing is. Look at this, this is crazy looking. It's a giant fucking lizard. Okay, so we have to find the fire targets and use the Alps to put them out. So where are they? Do we have to wait for them to spawn? What's going on here? Saturate targets. Is this it? Can I put out these flames? No, I cannot. So what am I supposed to be putting out here? I do not know. Are we waiting for these to catch fire? Oh, it is these. Okay. So, let's put this one out. There we go. Wait, what? You mean douse? Like we get drenched? I thought, you know, like looking for water. Wait, that's one put out. Okay, let's find the second one now. So it should be in this general area. There it is, pillar of fire. Let's saturate this. Hey, hey, what do you think you're doing? That's just going too far, I tell you, too far. Sorry, ladies. Okay, and there's one more down here. So let's head down and have a look for that. So this must be it over here, with the girls in bikinis around it. So let's put this one out. Ooh, you got me. I'm soaked through. Oh, were you aiming for the fire? My mistake. Okay, so that's the 3 targets put out. So let's go back and have a chat to Ithilia. See what she has to say now that we've put those out. Is this a mount in the game? Because if it's not, now that they have the model, it probably will be soon enough. This is really cool. I'm not sure I'd run around on it the whole time. It's a little bit weird looking. But it's kind of nice that you can mount up for the event quest on a special mount. There you are. You did know I was just kidding about drenching the audience. Just kidding. Heard you did great out there. Made a good impression on the audience, didn't we? Especially the kiddies. You cook quite a figure, I'm told. Once you go elves back, you never go back. Am I right? Some of those little ones now say they want to be adventurers, and it's all thanks to you. Oh, you don't think so? Humility is a virtue. My mammy always said. Turns out she was just kidding. Best to accept the compliment graciously, my friend. Speaking of getting credit, Hermaga's the one who started in on the do it for the children bit. He goes about pretending it was someone else's idea, but he's not fooling me. Families have turned out for the fair in droves thanks to him. Oh, he's awfully secretive about things he's actually good at, but he's a shrewd one, a practical man under all that buffoonery. He's right that we need to put ourselves out there. Think about the future of the guild instead of just living for today. Anyway, I'd better give you your reward. You've certainly earned it. You're welcome back among the Moonfire Marines anytime. The audience would love a return performance, I'm sure. Oh, you have to accept one of the rewards for this. So you can accept the Lominsan Sparkler, the Gridanian Sparkler, or the Ul'dan Sparkler. The Lominsan one is red, the Gridanian one is green, and the Ul'dan one is blue. As we all know, my character is a Gridanian girl, so I'm going to accept the Gridanian one. Let's see what that looks like. Oh wow, it actually puts a sparkler in your hand that you can run around with. That's pretty cool, actually. How long does it last? That long. That's a nice touch, and again, you get 10 of them. So like the fireworks, they're not going to run out anytime quick unless you're having a spam party, in which case, just come here, do the quest, and you'll get loads of them for yourself. So the next one isn't in this zone, it's in Middle Lanoesca. So I'm going to pop over there to that one, and we'll see what the next stage of the event is. Okay, so we are here in Middle Lanoesca, just outside Summersford Farms, if you look at my map here. And this is the 3rd stage of the Moonfire Faire. So let's have a chat to Django here and see what she has to say about this particular event for us. Welcome to a very cherry bomb, and a very good day to you, fellow adventurer. If you love the smell of gunpowder in the morning, you've come to the right place. I have 6 mortars set up at 2 disposal sites, one to the north and one to the east. All are packed with fireworks, enough gunpowder and bacon fat to turn bomb cores into fried bread. And speaking of bombs, I've released some bombard blanks in the area. They're your disposal targets, you see. I made sure to choose particularly dim-witted ones so they did not wander off. Blast the bombards towards the mortar until the gunpowder catches fire, and ta-da! Fireworks. Bomb cores disposed, fireworks in the sky, and the crowd goes wild. Do I love this job? You bet your ash. You got all that? Great. Just have a look around, get that energy flowing, then talk to me when you want to start. I'll be right here. So that rewarded us with the pink fly yukata. So let's throw that on us and see what it looks like. And it's just a pink and gold version of the same thing. Awesome. So let's have a chat to Jago and see how we go about this particular event. And this gives 10 pinwheels. Ooh. Ready to roll? Blow those bombard blanks straight towards the mortar. Do it with style now. I've set up 2 separate venues, one to the north and one to the east. Too many mortars in one place is a recipe for singed adventurers and crispy onlookers. So go to whichever, fry up the bombards and some pretty fireworks, then let me know how it went. Okay, so we want to head over here, and we want to knock the bombard blanks into the mortars. So how exactly we go about that? I presume we just attack them. And... oh! Alright, let's try sending this guy over this direction then. There we go. Bombard blank exploded? Or did it explode? There we go, yeah. Job done. So that was ridiculously easy. So that's that done. Let's go back and have a chat to Django. Are you good or are you good? You must have some practice blowing up things. At first I was thinking, what is this rigmarole? Are we the Adventurers Guild or the Mummers Guild? But the energy of the crowd has me all turned around. I've done my share of helping out with guild functions. That's why I ended up as chaperone. But let's face it, I'm just a mote in the beam. This fair has a life of its own, you know? Something about the energy of clashing personalities. I mean, that prim-plum Moyaru was either going to garrote Hermaga for his crazy ideas, or they were going to come up with a pretty fine event. And that's what happened, right? The cannon thing? Same with the rest of us, me and Athelia included. An elf's mad phlegm needle she may be, but Sister Thel's alright, I tell you. What a fair this year. It has such heart. Beats me how it happened. Here's your take for the show, by the way. Well deserved. Come back anytime if you miss the gunpowder and bacon fat. I'll keep the mortars packed up for you. You have participated in all 3 Moonfire Faire events. Return to the Aft Castle in Limsa to receive a special reward from Hermaga. So that rewarded us with the pinwheels. Let's have a look at these. Oh, they are pretty snazzy. Yeah, I like them. And again, it's repeatable, and it gave me 10. So, I can come back and do that as many times as I want. It's not letting me teleport out of here because I'm in combat. So I am going to run away, teleport back to the Aft Castle, and we'll see what he has for me then. Okay, so we're back at the Aft Castle, chatting to Hermaga to get our reward for completing all 3 events. She ought to be here by now. Might be best to just sit tight. Phew, sure is hot, and there's nothing like a tip-top summer day. But it makes me think, I mean, how's that fair? That I'm here and... ah, damn it, don't go sneaking up on a man like that. I was just reciting the minutes from the last meeting, trying to memorize them. Aye. So what can I help you with? You did what? Huh. Finishing all 3 events. Now that's what I call an adventure. Went out there and made folks happy, eh? Made some little ones think. That's the life for me, I'd wager. Wait, till I tell you about the special rewards I've got laid aside. Oh, you're going to like this. I ordered a tip-top set of fireworks out of my own purse, and that's not all. I'll also teach you a Far Eastern dance more beautiful than anything you've ever seen. Now, I asked that chaperone to hold on to the fireworks for me, too sorely tempted to set them off myself, you see. Anyway, go and speak with her and make sure you don your red lady's yukata like before. So, don it and talk to a chaperone. So I need to put back on the red yukata and then chat to the chaperone over here. Here for those fancy fireworks. I'll bring them over to Hermaga when I get a chance. Right nice of him to lighten his own purse to make the fair a success. You know, as a show of gratitude, maybe you'd be so inclined to do him a good turn. He hasn't been himself these last few bells, you see. Jumpy as a singed cat. Hardly notices a thing. He's even talking to himself. So I had a listen. Best I can tell, he's waiting for someone who isn't showing. He keeps fussing that mayhap this mystery visitor went to the wrong place. She's on this ship, this restaurant, or that tailor who does wools so nicely. Well, I figured it's got to be the restaurant. The Bismarck. The harbour master doesn't allow willy-nilly visits to ships, and it's too hot today for fitting, especially in wool. Do you think you could run over to the Bismarck and see if anyone's waiting for Hermaga? Okay, so I gotta run over to the Bismarck. There is an Aether right there, so I'm just gonna teleport over there. Which one is it? The Culinarians Guild, that's it. So, we don't get our fireworks just yet. We have to pop over and see what's up first. Yamimi Farwalker. Am I looking for Master Hermaga? Oh, thank the 12. Did he send you to meet me? I'd nearly given up. I have a package for him and I really must go. I've a table waiting and a truculent guest to charm. A merchant's life is run on an unforgiving clock. 1,000 pities I couldn't meet Master Hermaga. My customer thought the world of him. 'Tis for the boy's sake I wrote the good master and made the long journey to Limsa. Well, that and to be fitted for a new bloud. The boy, as I understand it, Master Hermaga befriended him several years ago. A band of adventurers was tending to the Bombard menace, I believe. The local children would come to spectate, and he was among them. His name was Chadwick, and he decided he wanted to be an adventurer, you see. Hermaga taught him much and more. He told the lad that when he was well enough, he'd bring him to Limsa for the Moonfire Faire. But the gods are cruel. His illness finally took him. In the last moon of his life, the boy asked me about the Far East. He had dreamed of adventuring there, I think, him and Master Hermaga together. He asked that I find a certain Eastern item and take it to the Master along with a message. I've got it right here, a twisted hachimaki of the Far East, worn by warriors in a traditional dance of prowess. Take it to Master Hermaga and these words of the boy's too. I've gone east, you'll always be my best friend. Wow! Fuck you, Square Enix. I did not need to have the Fields train roll over me right now. Okay, so let's go back to the Aft Castle and deliver this message. Jesus. So here we go. Back at the Aft Castle, have a chat to Master Hermaga and deliver the gift and the message to him. Ha! A runner just came by with your tip-top set of fireworks. That's one reward done. Now for that dance lesson. You've never seen its like. The war dance of the Far East. You have something for me? But I'm to give you rewards, not the other way around. On the other hand, I always like a present. So let's give him this twisted hamachi. Chadwick, this is from him. They told me he left no words at the end. They gave him potions to ease the pain and he slept the last week. East. He was a skinny little thing. You know how it is. There are always young ones getting underfoot if you're working in a fair-sized hamlet. Wasn't safe. Some of my alchemist friends scared them off. But one of them just kept lurking there, skulking here, Finally, we figured it was safer to just have the boy doing chores instead of falling out of trees. You never saw such joy. All Chadwick wanted was to sign his name in the big book at Revenant's Toll. All he wanted. We knew after the first day, the canker is in him, my friend said. Too deep to cut out, too strong to poison. But I felt in my bones that Chadwick and I were meant to journey together. So how could he possibly die? I showed him a few things, crafting and the like. What a quick pupil he was. Bright as a lamp, brave as a lion. Read like a scholar too. Taught me a dance from a book. A book? Can you believe that? The Rites of the Far East. Always looking east he was. I'd wondered why Chadwick asked me not to come say goodbye. Now I know, and it makes me proud. Just look at him. Ha! He's an adventurer now, sending me exotic gewgaws from his wanderings. See all the young ones at the fair all around you. One of them, one at least, is going to mean something to you. And when you lose him, if you lose him, it's going to be like there was a tree growing in your heart and it got chopped right down. It's about the worst thing I felt, and I wouldn't trade it away for all the world. We journeyed together, Chadwick and I. Nowhere as long as we wanted to, but we travelled the road a while. Aye. Who's to say the dead don't travel? If the 12 had any sense, they'd keep the young ones out of their mighty halls and out adventuring in the sun and under the moon. Else they'd be underfoot, eh? Now we dance, adventurer. Dance and dream of the Far East. Learn it well and perform it for the others. The eclectic bomb dance, a rite of summer, suitable in settings both staid and strident. You call that a step, Elizabeth? Lift and stamp, lift and stamp. Drop your hips, drop it like it's 18 tonsils. Now give me that hand clap. And that is Remember Me This Moonfire Faire. 30 Lominson sparklers, 30 bombard blooms, 30 pinwheels, and the bomb dance. You have learned the emote bomb dance. And an achievement, all's fair in love and war. So let's do the bomb dance. I presume it's / bomb dance. There we go. Ah, very snazzy, and it's a looping dance as well, so you can just keep it on going. That is pretty sweet. I like that touch. And that quest was absolutely fantastic and surprisingly deep. I really like the story that they added in that. And the fireworks and the rewards it gives are gonna be fantastic for free company events and hanging around in the free company house. So, thanks for watching, guys. That was the Moonfire Faire event, and that was the summertime event. It looks like that's probably it for the event, so there may not be any more to it. If there does come to be more to it, however, I'll do a video when the time comes, and we can check it out at that stage and see what's going on. But you've seen the vendor rewards, you've seen how to go about the event, and also the rewards it gives, so you can decide for yourself whether or not you want to do the quest. It's worth it just for the achievement and the dance and the bit of story alone. So just before I leave you, my retainers just came back from a mission, so it's always interesting to see what they brought with them. So let's have a little look and see. Only one of them is back, so let's see what they brought us back. High quality horn glue. That's fantastic. Motherfucking retainers. Although I can't judge because they have come back with some nice stuff to me this week, including Garuda's talons and the Melancholy Mog Fork, which are endgame rewards. So I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching the Moonfire Faire, and good luck with the event. We're going to have some more coverage on Final Fantasy XIV when the next patch comes out, because to be honest, I really enjoy this game, and I always try and play through the quests and things early. So it makes sense to do videos on them. So if you're interested, hit the subscribe button, and we'll have some more Final Fantasy XIV content for you soon. And as always, Have a great day, guys. Bye.